Today we will discuss about various theories of motivation. I am Dr. Sanjay Kumar R. Ganguly, Professor, Department of Production Engineering, KK Walk Institute of Engineering Education and Research. The various motivation theories are classified into categories: content theories and process theories. Content theories are also called need theories. Content theory focuses on what our needs are and relate motivation to the fulfilling of these needs. So various content theories based on our needs. Maslow's hierarchy of needs theory, then ERG theory, then McClelland theory of needs, Herzberg two-factor theory. And another category, it is process theory, which focuses on how human behavior is motivated. Process theories are concerned with how motivation occurs and what kind of process can influence our motivation. So process theories are Schemer's theory, Room's expectancy theory, Adams equity theory, and Locke's goal setting theory. So content theories are based on the needs, where process theory are based on the process how to motivate the human being. Now we will discuss about the Maslow's hierarchy of needs or Maslow's theory of needs, or it is also termed as need theory of the motivation. This theory, it is developed by Abraham Maslow in 1940 and the 1950. So this is the conventional Maslow's theory triangle. At the base, physiological needs, then second step, safety and security, third one, belongings and love, then next, self-esteem and self-actualization. So the base of this theory, it is the physiological needs. It includes the most basic needs for human to survive, such as air, water, food, shelter, and other things. Maslow emphasized our body and mind cannot function well if these requirements are not fulfilled. These physiological needs are the most dominant of all needs. So, if someone is missing everything in his or her life, probably the major motivation would be to fulfill his or her physiological needs rather than any others. A person who is lacking food, safety, love, and esteem would most probably hunger for food and also for money, salary to buy food than for anything else. If all the needs are unsatisfied and the organism is then overruled by the physiological needs, all other needs may turn into the background. All capacities are put into the attendance of satisfying hunger. Any other things are forgotten or got secondary importance. So, the physiological needs are very important. Food is important, water is important, shelter is important, air is important. Nowadays, sleep is also important for the human being. Then second category, it is safety and security. So human being required security for his source of income, a place to live, as well as safety for his health and well-being. If the physiological needs are relatively well contained, new needs will appear called as safety needs. Safety needs refer to a person's desire for security or protection. Basically, everything looks less important than safety and protection. The healthy and fortunate adults in our culture are largely satisfied in their safety needs. The peaceful, sure safety makes us feel in safety enough for criminal assault, murder, unbelievable natural catastrophes, and so on. In that case, people no longer have any safety needs as first line motivators. Meeting with safety needs demonstrated as a preference for insurance policies, saving accounts or job security, etc. Safety and security needs include personal security, finan- financial security, health security, and well-being. Safety mesh against accidents, illness, and their adverse impacts. To tell the truth, in real dangers and traumas like war, murder, natural catastrophes, criminal assaults, the needs for safety become an active first line and dominant mobilizer of human beings. Then third, belongings and love. Integration into social group. Feel part of a community or a group, affectionate relationship. So belongings and love from the society, it is required in the third line. If the both physiological and the safety needs are fulfilled, the affection, love, and belonging needs come into prominence. Maslow claimed people need to belong and accepted among their social groups. Group size does not mean anything. Social groups can be large or small. People need to love by others. Depending on the power and pressure of the peer group, this need for belonging may overbear the physiological and security needs. Love needs involve giving and receiving affection for each other. When they are satisfied, when they are unsatisfied, a person will immediately eliminate the lack of friends, peers, and partners. Many people suffer from social nervousness, loneliness, social isolation, and also clinical depression because of the lack of this love or belongingness factor. Then next, esteem need means respect for a person as a useful, honorable human being. In our society, most of the people long for a stable and high valuation of themselves, for the esteem of others, and for self-respect or self-esteem. Esteem means being valued, respected, and appreciated by others. Humans need to feel to be valued, such as being useful and necessary in the world. People with low esteem often need respect from others. Maslow divided two types of esteem needs, a lower version of esteem need and a higher version of the esteem need. The lower version of esteem is the need for respect from others, for example, attention, prestige, status, and loving their opinion. And the higher version of motivation is the need for self respect. For example, the person may need independence and freedom or self confidence. The most stable and therefore the healthiest self esteem is based on the respect from others. External fame or celebrity and unwarranted adulation won't cause self-esteem, although you feel better for a while. And at the top of the triangle, Maslow's triangle, self-actualization. It means individual's desire to grow and develop to his or her fullest potential. Self actualization reflects an individual's desire to grow and develop to his or her fullest potential. People like opportunities, choosing his or her own versions, challenging positions, or creative tasks. Maslow believed that people must overcome their other needs that are explained or discussed previously, not only achieve them. At this level, individual differences are the largest. As each level is adequately satisfied, people are then motivated to satisfy the next level in the hierarchy. Always new and higher needs are coming. When the basic human needs are drawn like a pyramid, a hierarchy, like experiences including divorce and loss of job may cause an individual to fluctuate between levels of the hierarchy. These five different levels were further subcategorized into the two main groups, deficiency and growth needs. So deficiency needs, the very basic needs for survival and security, are the deficiency needs. These needs include physiological needs, safety and security needs, social needs, that is belongings and love, and esteem needs. Whereas growth needs, it is related with personal growth and fulfillment of personal potential. These includes the top of the triangle, top of the pyramid, that is self-actualization needs. This is about Maslow's hierarchy theory. Thank you.